Look around any room and you will see a profound misunderstanding of power. You'll see men talking over each other, raising their voices, waving their hands, desperate to be heard. They believe that volume equals authority. They are wrong. The loudest man in the room is rarely the most dangerous, and he is never the most respected. He is broadcasting his insecurity. He is begging for validation. Real respect is extracted through your sheer physical presence. Human psychology is hardwired to respond to primal signals. Before language even existed, our ancestors knew who the apex predator was by how he held his ground. Today, we are breaking down the tactical psychology of silent dominance. You will learn how to command a room, alter the gravity of a conversation, and earn absolute respect without opening your mouth. Stop projecting weakness. It's time to become the anchor. To command respect, you must first understand the law of supply and demand. In economics, the more abundant a resource is, the less it is worth. The exact same principle applies to your words. When you speak constantly, filling every awkward silence, you hyperinflate your own currency. Your words become cheap. Weak men fear silence because it forces them to sit with their own insecurities. They use chatter as a shield. Always say less than necessary. Think of the most powerful historical figures, kings, mob bosses, elite CEOs. When they are asked a question, they don't immediately rush to answer. They pause. That 2-second pause is psychological warfare. It signals that you are not eager to please. It builds tension. It forces the other person to lean in, wondering what you are going to say. When you finally speak, your words carry the weight of iron. Spend them only when the ROI is massive. Let's talk about biology. In the wild, prey animals have eyes on the sides of their heads darting rapidly to scan for danger. Apex predators have eyes on the front of their heads, locking onto a single target with chilling focus. When you are in a high-stakes situation, a negotiation, or a confrontation, your eye contact dictates your rank in the hierarchy. Most men break contact the moment they look down. They submit. Consider a prime Mike Tyson stepping into the boxing ring. Before a single punch was thrown, the fight was already won in the stare-down. Tyson didn't scream or flex. He locked onto his opponent's eyes with a dead, unreactive, unblinking gaze. He stripped away their soul in utter silence. When someone finishes speaking to you, hold their gaze for 1 full second before reacting. Do not nod eagerly. Look right through them. Your body is constantly betraying you. Every time you tap your foot, pick at your fingernails, or adjust your collar, you are bleeding authority. Fidgeting is a cortisol response. It is your nervous system leaking anxiety. Powerful men do not leak energy. They possess kinesthetic authority. They move with heavy, délibérate intention. Watch a true leader enter a room. They walk slower than everyone else. They take up space. When they sit down, they don't immediately adjust their posture. They anchor themselves into the chair like a slab of granite. This tells the primal brains of everyone in the room, this man is not in danger. He has nothing to run from. Starting today, audit your movements. Stop the nervous tics. When you stand, stand like a statue. When you eliminate frantic movement, your physical presence becomes a gravitational force. Human beings are obsessed with the unresolved. People remember interrupted tasks better than completed ones. You can weaponize this. The man who lingers in the doorway desperately trying to keep the conversation going, that man has zero mystique. If you want to command respect without speaking, master the art of the sudden withdrawal. Leave the room when the energy is at its highest. End the meeting before they expect it. When you remove your presence without explanation, you leave a psychological void. People will project power onto that void. They will spend hours thinking about why you left. Absence, when used tactically, is louder than a megaphone. Respect is a tribute paid to those who are disciplined enough to control themselves. Speak less. Hold your gaze. Move deliberately. The time for talking is over. It is time to execute. Start dominating.